Suspect sighted.
Roger, Chief.
Lock him up! 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 Lock him up!
Is he a furry, or isn't he? That is the question. PikaPetey, a once respected and loved creator of art, animation, and pure, unfiltered, heavily sponsored internet joy. Now a pariah, a filthy, dirty, degenerate monster, who may or may not be innocent.
He's definitely guilty!
We agree! We here at BBC are proud to bring you unbiased and, might I add, fair reporting. God save the Queen.
All rise, the Honorable Judge MysticWolf presiding.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is court case 016969. Defendant PikaPetey, aka Petey. You have been charged with being a furry in the first degree. Defense, how does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Prosecution, you have an opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I stand here before you with the Shiba case of the century to prove, without a doubt, that Mr. Petey is indeed a furry in the first, second, third, maybe sixth, possibly seventh degree. That is all, Your Honor. The prosecution rests.
Defense, your opening statement?
Ladies and gentlemen, my client is an animator. The prosecution has no claim to accuse an honest, a good animator who just wants to see others laugh to be considered a furry, whatever that may entail. He is just an artiste on his way to glory, and as these allegations are harming his career and must be put to rest.
Who wants to play dodgeball?
And now a word from our sponsor.
Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry for furry?
This 5-minute recess is done. Court is back in session. Prosecution, we're going to begin with Exhibit A.
Your Honor, I'd like to address the jury on the basis of this evidence.
You may proceed.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you see before you on the evidence screens is clearly three Vive full-body tracking systems. We all know what Vive full-body tracking systems do. Let you do this. Oh, ow. Ignore that. Let you move around.
That's very compelling evidence.
What use would an individual need such robust and expensive tracking systems for, if not to do furry degeneracy things? The prosecution rests.
Defense, do you have a counter?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as stated before, my client is an animator. And if you look at any of the great animators of the past, what do? They study. I submit to you that my client used the full body trackers to study how the body works, to look in the mirror in this wonderful world that we have here, and see and draw and create from study. He is an animator of the finest caliber, so he needs the finest equipment. That is all.
It's not vibe tracking. It's motion capture technology.
Well, we had a week to discuss this, Jesse.
Well, I mean, I was busy.
You are free to call your client out to the floor and demonstrate.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Petey.
Ha! Look at that!
Petey.
Motion capture!
Petey.
Whoa!
Petey.
Yeah!
Petey.
What?
Petey. Sit the fuck down and wait for the bark lift to come and swear you in.
Why am I swearing him in if he's just coming up to demonstrate? He's not saying anything.
Because I said so.
Oh, raise your right paw and swear to me that you will tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right.
Mr. Petey.
Your Honor, can I give a demonstration of the use of motion capture technology?
You may proceed.
Ha! Yes, the language of my people. Look at my motion capture technology. Woohoo! Yeah! That would take a week to animate
Beautiful.
that.
You should be applauding this man. That was beautiful.
Your Honor, I believe the defendant to be a demon.
Shut up, it's not your turn yet.
Well, I say bravo to you, Mr. Petey, and I would like to thank you for gracing us with your talents right here. And I believe that you have proven that the trackers are a very useful animation tool that have nothing to do with the charges at hand. The defense rests.
And now, a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. #1 rated MMORPG, RPG, PvP, PvE, PvPvP game in the world. 100% not a shitty game. That's why I totally have it on my phone. I'm playing it right now. What's going on? Where am I?
Prosecution, do you wish to cross-examine?
No, Your Honor. The prosecution has no further questions.
Evidence Exhibit B.
This is a year 1994 Bardois. Very fancy wine, very expensive wine, brewed only twice a year in the foothills of Borshjekistan. Where could one potentially find such connections to obtain an expensive bottle of wine? Why? Through furries. Because furries are a blight and they're everywhere. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness. Hawthorne, would you kindly come up to the stand, please?
I'm a little short. Pardon me.
I believe this man is paralyzed. I will swear him in to the best of my ability.
I would like everybody in the courtroom to appreciate for a fact that this is what butts are for.
All right.
We're gonna watch that book afterwards, right?
You have to swear in again. I don't want to touch the book after
His tail's been on it.
You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you Tiamat.
I do.
Your Honor, permission to approach the stand?
What do you need my permission for? It's your witness.
I noticed you were able to immediately discern the bottle of wine and correctly identify the year. Have you yourself been to Bordekistan, or are you yourself a Bordekistani?
I have relatives in Bordekistan.
Aunts, uncles, fathers, brothers, sisters, former lovers?
All of the above and more. Each one of them is a furry.
Uh-huh. The prosecution has no further questions.
Have you been to Bordekistan or know anything about Bordekistani culture?
Well,
Objection, Your Honor. The defense has not enough personal knowledge of the subject matter to be questioning the witness in this way.
how do you know that?
He's like my best friend.
Overruled. Shut up! What? You're embarrassing me! I love you, but you're going fucking down.
What's up, gamer?
Counsel. Yoo-hoo!
I'm losing tracking.
Approach the bench, goddammit.
you, dingus.
I was losing tracking. You wouldn't know about that, desktop.
If you remember it at this point, what was the point you were trying to make?
My client is an avid sake drinker. He enjoys the hajime mashite, the moshi moshi, and of course, the daijobu desu ka?
What?
Whatever the fuck you just said. Prosecution approached the bench. Where was this evidence obtained?
By you!
Whenever I was in Vegas, I went to this huge ass sex shop. That was the first time I ever seen a silicone fist.
The prosecution has no further witnesses, Your Honor.
This thing had to be like, it looked like a baby's head.
Is this the sun?
It looks like an anal bead.
Wait a minute. What would you do with one anal bead?
The evidence docket does list this exhibit as a single anal bead.
Oh, goodness.
Good luck.
Shit. I was never in debate club. Your Honor, I would like to call a witness to the stand. You know what this is.
I wouldn't recognize it.
Are you
Why
sure?
you looking at me like that? Yes.
What do you know about anal beads?
You put them up your butt.
Oh god, dear lord.
That's hot. What?
The bead.
That's
the
yeah.
anal bead.
It's in the name.
Very astute, Mr. Ox. You're a very smart dog. You know a lot of things about many things.
Prosecution, if you have a point, I'd recommend getting you to it quickly.
What reason would there be to have a single bead?
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Bad Dragon, when you need a 16-wheeler but can only take a Prius.
And now, back to the trial.
The rest of the beads were lost somewhere. Now, where would those beads get lost?
Would you please escort the defendant to the middle of the courtroom and perform a body cavity search?
Your Honor, may I have some gloves first?
There you go.
There we go. All right.
Have fun!
We interrupt this trial to bring you the following round table discussion.
How do you feel about this case with PikaPetey? Do you think he's a furry, or do you think it's all a sham?
Well, I think it's a pretty open and shut case. I mean, have you seen his bedroom?
I have seen his bedroom. Winky face. And you, Ozzy, how do you feel?
I feel he needs to be open to what he is. He's giving a bad example to all of his viewers.
Do you really want our kids to be exposed to this kind of furry culture?
Okay, it's very important for them to understand it, but at the same time, they gotta carry protection against the bad furries, right? Very, very important.
Couldn't agree more.
Let's,
yes.
Yeah, let's do an example. You see this kind of furry?
Oh.
Oh shit.
See? Perfect.
How do you feel about the furry culture?
I agree wholeheartedly with those.
And now we return to the trial. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Talk normally.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure he's up in the stirrups.
No, reach up in there. Make sure there's none in there.
Ooh.
I'm feeling a solid substance within the anal cavity.
Oh no.
Permission to go in?
Pull out!
Oh no.
You're expecting me to animate those beads, aren't you?
Your Honor, I recommend we get the defendant some acetaminophen or something.
Get him a cork.
Falling back.
Get over there.
Dollar Shave Club. You can shave your jiggly bits with Dollar Shave Club. That's right, once a month you can shave your jiggly bits for that one very special person.
One of those special people is my mom.
No, it certainly won't be flagged as for children. Do I have your consent to whoop your ass?
You absolutely do.
Why did I see all this?
Consider it life lessons, you young pup. Okay, moving on.
Mr. Rocks.
Yes,
Was
hi.
it? Do you run a fetish shop? Do you not?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. What kind of shop?
I run a fetish shop.
Come see me later. Okay, carry on.
Why?
Barcliff, would you please bring the rest of the beads to the witness and see if he can identify them?
Out of context, this is more work for Rectal, I'll have you know. I don't know if he's approving of this.
Hey, it's an equal world. Do your job.
I go along with this, or don't I?
Why is this thing so goddamn long?
Rox, do you recognize these paperweights that were left on the witness stand?
These are purchasable at wholesale. They could have been purchased off anywhere.
Fucking Amazon. Prosecution, do you have anything to add?
Your Honor, I would like to bring forth my most damning piece of evidence. A video deposition.
That's inadmissible due to biased influence, counsel.
But I brought it.
Aww. Alright, I'll allow it.
Yes.
What do you think of the allegations that Petey might be a furry?
I'm too short for this desk.
This fellow might be a bit of, how you say, in denial about his furry ways. We all know what's up.
Don't you believe in the concept of innocent until proven guilty?
Nah, that's all a hoax. Nobody really believes in that stuff.
Well, I've seen him do a thing or two around. The collars kind of give it away, don't you think?
Well, you're wearing a collar.
I suppose I am.
That motherfucker. That dude was crazy, man. Petey is one weird dude.
Don't you think he's innocent until proven guilty?
No.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to say he's a weeaboo. There's only one thing worse you can be from that, and that's a brony. And they're dead.
What do you think?
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, all right. It would take one to know one, right?
Oh, I know one, all right. I've seen him around the club a time or two.
I always knew that guy was a weirdo. He'd be running around wearing things and pins and tails all over his shirt. I'm too short for this grill.
I know a furry when I see one. Petey made these. Only a furry would put this many details into these things. I mean, look at my paws. Look at my paws. See the details in the fur here?
What do you think should happen to him?
String him up. Make a joke out of him.
After he bought his third fursuit, I thought something was wrong.
I had to assume myself that he might have been a furry, but I didn't know until today.
I always had my suspicions about that boy. Something ain't right.
He fooled us. He fooled you. He fooled I. Are we going to settle for this? I think not. I ask brothers and sisters, to rise up against him.
What kind of punishment should he get? Really? Do you think Petey's guilty? You think he's really a furry?
Absolutely. It's probably a weeaboo as well.
I agree.
I'm too short for everything!
I've only seen him really into Shiba King videos, but it's like, there's different people who have different opinions, you know? Like, some people think he's amazing and really kind, and then others are just like, oh, but he's a furry.
Yeah.
I hear that he does some pretty toxic woos. It's bad.
People are talking about some pretty severe punishments for him. You think he deserves it?
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, well, it depends. I don't really know what's going on.
He's guilty, I tell you! He's guilty! He's gonna get us all! He's gonna kill us! That man is a straight furry. Like, throw him into furry hell, very far away from me.
He dresses up as a dog most of the time. I heard he's got a freaking fursuit for crying out loud.
But that doesn't prove anything. That could just be a hobby.
Look, it's very dangerous. If I don't watch my step, I might...
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you know, they get a jury of your peers in there and they really know what they're talking about because they all get like briefed in and you know, so I mean if they say he's a furry then he's probably a furry.
I didn't want to look. I was so scared that I was shaking in my jammies. I almost thought I had to pee myself. He was wearing an adult diaper over his body, surrounded by other furries who also had diapers, and I think they were used. There was a little poo-poo stain on the back. It was brown with a little bit of green. It was splotchy. It kind of looked like a chicken nugget. It was the shape of a chicken nugget from McDonald's. I didn't want to be a part of their cult.
Miss Bofuka, are you okay? Oh, goodness. Oh, my dog.
Hello?
Can I ask you a question? Did you hear Petey got arrested?
He's been arrested? Well, I'm hope he's got enough sleep.
They arrested him for being a degenerate furry.
A dejanitor?
Not janitor. Degenerate. A bad person.
Oh, bad person. I don't like bad people. They make me uncomfortable. He's making me distracted. Oh, hi, Mr. Camera. Hello. Nice to see you again.
Well, Petey's in jail now.
I go to jail every time I have to take the poo-poos. Yeah, you know, you go to the jails and put the poo-poos out of your butt and the pee-pees, and I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't remember. Hurts my head. I haven't slept in 3 days. I still don't know what a grocery is. It's a big word. He's a meanie. Be nice. Hey, I saw a dragon.
So you guys think Petey's a furry or not?
Yeah.
Yes. No. I don't know.
While researching this story, our man on the street, Rector Bisque, went deep undercover, searching for the source of Petey's anthropomorphic infection, aka Patient Zero. He disappeared after 3 days and has not been seen since. Not long after, his footage was discovered in an alley behind a Del Taco, in the heart of the furry district. Here for you now is the uncensored, unedited footage, and we warn you, some of this footage may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
So,
It uses pickle
Chick-fil-A,
juice.
it does use pickle juice, and that's why I think it's better. You see, Popeyes doesn't soak their chicken patties in pickle juice.
And at that conclusion, that's why I believe Chick-fil-A does have the best chicken patty.
I kind of think Chick-fil-A is pretty trashy.
Hello? Hi. I'm looking for the Wuminati, the secret furry society.
What the fuck did you just say?
I just wanted to ask some questions about PikaPetey.
Yeah, I know who PikaPetey is, but what the fuck about him?
I heard a rumor that he was a member here.
Used to be a member? Here? Yeah, right.
I was told he was part of your group.
Well, what you heard is wrong. I suggest you take your fucking business elsewhere.
You are going to be sacrificed! The bacon. Oh, the material! I will be great! Although I'm already great. And
Hello? Hello, excuse me? Hi, are you guys the Illuminati?
You are not welcome here, non-believer.
I just have a few questions I wanted to ask.
Be gone, thoughts.
That was overly long and completely unnecessary. Love the production value, though. Let's move on.
Your Honor.
What?
I would like the record to show that Rox is a cutie patootie.
Overruled. Everybody already knows it anyway. You can step down, Rox.
The witness isn't wearing pants.
Neither are you!
None of us are wearing pants.
Approach the bench.
Oh no, I'm in trouble now.
Yes, Dad.
This
I
is
mean,
why
you're
I
out of
wanted-
my paper back.
I got a paper cut.
Make sure to sanitize that after what happened here today.
I'm gonna get the gout.
You get gout from eating meat and drinking too much. My God.
Your Honor. Order.
I'd like a number 2.
Oh, man.
Good
oh.
God.
One
Do you
more
have
serious
any
question. What happened to the money? The money. You had money up there at the beginning. Did somebody settle with the evidence? Did you do that?
I think the judge is being bribed.
I know that this is a high-profile trial. Everybody's excited to find out the verdict and whether or not Petey's freaking furry or not, even though we may already know the freaking answer. But we need to maintain some sort of civility around here, okay? So I want everybody to be on their best behavior, or at least make an honest effort to be on your best freaking behavior, so that we can get through this before I get old enough to need some actual therapy.
Your Honor, here's our Roomba. It found something. Bring it to the judge.
What happened to that Roomba that went back there? What has been submitted to you is a very low-resolution, poorly taken photo of my client's Keytar.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is claiming that this is a low-resolution image of a Keytar, but anyone with eyes can tell that this is just a comb.
Objection! The person who goes first can establish the evidence.
You should have gone first, dear boy.
That is libel, and I'm gonna kick your ass after this trial.
Come bring it!
The sexual tension is really, really palpable.
Y'all's got anal beads?
Shut up so the defense can continue what he's trying to say.
Did you go to perm?
What?
Did you go to perm?
There. So, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by an unqualified deer. This is a Keytar that my client uses for the backing soundtracks of his wonderful animation. Anybody, any musician can use such a thing if they want to play the piano, but they also want to rock at the same time. Completely understandable. And in fact, my client is very good at the Keytar, and he might have to demonstrate that.
If you like it, then you should have put a leash on it. If you like it, then you should have put a leash on it. Don't be mad once you see that they want it. Cause if you like it, then you should have put a leash on it.
The defense rests.
Prosecution, you got anything?
I mean, Your Honor, it's a comb.
Are your antlers screwed in too tight?
Hey!
How are you doing that? Are you sitting on the floor?
Your Honor, I think I just heard mutterings from the jury. Would the member of the jury that just spoke like to come to the stand?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you dog.
I do.
You may proceed.
Mr. Klaus,
Mr. Judge, I'm also Klaus.
Oh shit! It's a
Howdy,
doppelganger.
y'all. I'm Klaus.
Barcliff, secure the defendant.
What is this
Come on,
tomfoolery?
Mr. Petey.
Your
That's
Honor.
that's your seat now.
I'm Klaus. Woo! I work with
Your Honor, I go
electricity. I know Keytars. This is the finest Keytar ever.
Your Honor, I would like
Your
to go
Honor,
back
the
to my
defendant
prior
is
evidence
resisting-
that the defendant is a demon. He's obviously a changeling. What was the name of this item?
It is a premium rosewood dog brush.
How is it exactly that you can name this item just by its image?
That's easy. You know, you gotta maintain a nice little coif, a nice chic fur and everything.
Mr. Klaus, do I have permission to touch?
You may.
All right, on the table, boyo.
Ooh.
Sweetest of beans!
Oh, here's the brush as requested.
Mr. Klaus, if you would please get on your back.
Klaus gets asked this a lot.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, look at that leg. Look at that leg. He's shaking that leg.
Objection!
Your Honor, clearly this is my perfect shape and size for a Keytar. You pluck it like a liar. It fits my size.
The court's gonna have to rule that this piece of evidence is inadmissible because it's obviously multi-purpose.
You are lucky it's not illegal to be a demon.
Is the witness available for dinner sometime?
Hey, Your Honor, objection to the defense's claims. I already called dibs. You can't break dibs, defense.
You know what? Y'all can fucking menage a trois all you want to as soon as I dismiss this case. Until then, y'all sit the fuck down and let's get this thing over with. That's why I'm the judge, bitch. Prosecution, do you want to go first?
He should probably go first, otherwise he's going to cry and say that we don't know what we're talking about again.
Hey, listen. I'm a man in touch with my emotions, defense.
What's up?
That's just what raw venison does before you prepare it. This is natural.
Your Honor, I feel personally attacked right now, and not to give the defense any credit, but I might actually cry. The defense needs a moment to think.
You need a hug.
You're the one that's shitting on me.
No.
She hasn't
But
washed
no.
her hands yet.
Yeah, no, don't touch me. No.
Let's continue.
Are you emotionally stable to do this?
Well, let's see you go, big man. You're the one that takes charge of things.
I was literally hired 5 minutes ago, alright?
Your Honor, just because you're right doesn't give you a right to be right, alright?
This is clearly an art book, a portfolio. And I believe that this portfolio here was in Petey's very own possession. This is Petey's art book. In the sketchbook, there's a lot of pony art.
Oh, good God.
So what is inside your art book?
Well, there is a lot of anatomy drawings because you have to understand how to
And now, a word from our sponsor. Motherfucker, who the fuck is Dick Motherfucker?
the inner workings and biomechanical structure of something if you're gonna animate it.
Go shake Snope up awake. Sorry.
I made that kid. That kid is not.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's so much fun having kids.
That's the quality content we've been looking for.
They hurt our children, they burned our houses down, they got diseases, they murdered at least 15,000 people in cold blood.
Hey, Poinkish, are you okay from your headshot wound?
Yeah, it cost me about $50,000 in hospital bills, but yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want another one?
No, good.
No, thank you.
Ravioli, give me the recipe. I don't remember the fuck.
There's no coffee in my fucking... Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Where am I?
Why do you have a picture of my wife? It's the furries to blame for the coronavirus because pets are connected to it. And it...
And now, back to the trial.
We're not going to have any ridiculous shenanigans going on in my courtroom during this trial. This is a serious matter, and we're going to keep it that... Okay. Who was it? Was that... Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Somebody get the goddamn bailiff and ventilate this goddamn thing before I lose my fucking sense of smell.
You could draw, animate, create anything you want, correct?
Oh, yes.
Could you, if we needed to, have you draw somebody sticking...
This is getting actually completely out of hand, so... Or out of law. Excuse me. Alright, you know what? That's it. Who was it? Was it you? You? Yeah, I bet it was you. I could see right through you, dude.
For the views!
Your closing arguments?
My closing arguments, yes, very much so.
Oh, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury and Honorable MysticWolf, none of the evidence here has proven beyond a reasonable doubt, which the burden of proof lies with the prosecution. None of the evidence put down here today has proven that my client is a furry. In fact, the prosecution looks desperate, hiring a cripple out of the crowd just to try to get by, manipulating evidence in the end to try to
I
make
believe
some
that is the third strike of ableism in this court.
Will you
That is third strike
please let
of
me
ableism.
speak, Dragon? I know the lips are the only thing that move on you, but it is my turn to talk.
He has equal right to speak.
Please continue.
Quit being racist.
Alright, goddammit. Which one of you sons of bitches was it?
Why the fuck am I a furry?
Okay.
That was
This is absolutely putrid. I hate this.
Fuck you.
God damn it!
It's fucking disgusting, man.
Order in the goddamn court. We're not having any flatulence objections in my fucking courtroom.
Come on, man. You're in a fucking courtroom.
What did you do?
This is fucking nasty.
Look, I'm not mad, just disappointed.
Have you prayed
Don't
to
talk
the one
about Shiba
true
Club.
dog today?
You fucking piece of shit.
Die like the knave you are.
All right, goddammit. You stop talking, you stop farting, and you stop fucking licking yourself. Prosecution, your closing arguments.
Our closing argument is that I feel as though that the defenses actually have yet to give a strong defense as to if PikaPetey is or is not a furry. Coming into this courtroom, I noticed that
You only need to disprove the
burden of
evidence.
proof actually still lies on you when we provide a counter argument, and of course you have yet to do such.
How many of you vote guilty? Barcliff, can you take a count?
That would be 10, Your Honor.
Show of paws and hands for not guilty.
I think it is just 3, Your Honor.
Petey, approach the stand. Petey, on this day, the whatever day of December it is, at whatever time of night it is, you have been found guilty by a jury of your peers of being a furry in the first degree. No! Your sentence...
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Stop.
Hold him down.
Got his legs.
No, I swear, I'm not a furry. What are you doing? What? No. Oh God, no, please God, no. Please, I beg of you, reconsider. This is a mistrial, right?
Yip in hell, furry trash.
I'm not a furry. I'm not. I'm not a furry.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever, ever seem to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice. But now I am telling you, I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But nothing ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky me. Lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky me. Lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck, and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes.
Okay.
Lucky.
I see someone.
Face Mystic.
How's it going?
Can someone please kick happiness for not being?
Oh, fuck.
Don't look at me, I can't do that.